Just say, oh, hello. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name? Kai. Where are you from? Where are you from, Kai? Oh, you look tall. You look like a handsome chocolate man. Where are you from? Probably not by me. Probably not by me. I just wanted to come on and talk some shit. Well, not some shit, but I want to talk about some things. I haven't been on. It's crazy. I have two setups, and this setup, I look good. This setup, why do I look like wide load? Why do I look like wide load in this setup? I don't understand. Oh, I'm gonna break the thing. Let me back this up. Excuse me, I haven't organized, so I'm limited because I have things I want to do. But for my YT family, it's been a while. I'm gonna post this up, so let me get to yapping. Let me get my stuff. I've been on a true spiritual journey for real, and this is good as hell. I put in the refrigerator because I didn't get no ice. This this right here, for how much I paid, I'm not even mad because this is like a whole meal in a cup. And in LA and other places that I usually get this stuff from, it would have been double the price. This is more for less. It ain't cheap, but it's not like in LA they would have charged me $20 for this damn man. But here I got it for a good price, and it's so good. Like I really needed this, and I want to talk about this too because I feel like a lot of us come from people with poor mindsets. People with poor mindsets project their limitations onto you. Hello, everybody. People with poor mindsets will project their limitations onto you and want you to live through the lenses of their trauma. So, if you come from family members who don't know the possibilities or don't know about the law universe, don't know about living an actuality life, like traveling, moving to different places, getting multiple perspectives, and they've been in the same bubble and they're enabled by people in the same bubble as them, so they don't think they're doing anything wrong. They don't think that they're doing anything wrong. They don't think that what they're projecting is harmful because they only have limitations they don't comprehend well. But that's not your business. That's not your job to worry about grown people on why they don't want to do things and they don't want to evolve. That's not up to you. That's not your business. Mm-mm. That's not your business. Okay? Your business is to try your best to read your environment, to focus on what's better for the come up. And the come up is not always money. Like this hustle culture, for me, is poisonous because sometimes we really need a break. We don't need a hustle. A lot of time we need to heal our body and do this twice a week. Not all of us got juicers or want to juice. I don't want to juice, so I'm gonna pay the money. Okay. Sometimes we need to juice twice a week to heal our mind, to heal our gut, to detox. Like those are things we could do. Where are you from? You look cute. Thank you, baby. We're usually from Cali. Mm, we're usually from Cali. And the thing is that there's so many people projecting their bullshit onto others. I need them to check themselves. The perversions and predatory behavior that people that are limiting themselves have to others, it's like they want to recruit other people to limit themselves. If y'all like this live, please share, get people on the live. But they want to recruit other people to make their to make them feel how they feel, so they don't have lonely company or lonely misery. They want to have company with their misery. There we go. They want to have a lot of company with their misery. I started to learn that, and there's so many people. It could be your family, it could be friends, it could be people at your job. A lot of miserable people want you to be miserable. How dare you be happy? How dare you want to evolve? How dare you want to stay at a 5-star hotel? How dare you want to pay $100 for aqua jewelry? How dare you want to pay $15 for a juice? How dare you want to spend on you? How dare you want to go on a shopping spree? How dare you say no? How dare you say I don't want to go? I don't want to live in the ghetto, honey. How dare you tell them you don't want to live in the ghetto, honey? Like it's a crime because I don't want to live in the ghetto with you. How's it a crime? They'll do anything to recruit their negativity about themselves, and they want to feel like they're not alone. You are alone in your negativity, babe. It's just you. Okay? It's just you. Brew with it, deal with it. Oh, thank you, Zachary. I don't know what Zachary. I know it's up live because I'm talking about some real shit. Um, they're in this mind frame that you cannot break. And I'm gonna tell you this: there's different levels of people who are parasites. There are different levels of parasites. There are parasites who you already know. You drink the ginger, you drink the garlic, and you get them out. Right? This is just hypothetical. And then it's the parasites who slowly hosting you, who slowly breathing you, who slowly obsessively wants to take over your body, to access you, to control you, so they can breathe their negativity onto you. That is the most dangerous parasite. And the problem with those parasites is that they're usually the people that are the closest to you, the people you've known your whole life. They are the most dangerous parasites. And a lot of times we don't know until like decades later, because it's not so overtly abusive where you click. It's not so overtly a problem, because it's just like when you've been abused or in a toxic environment, your tolerance for abuse heightens. Okay, you're tolerable to a huge level of abuse because that's your environment for so long. So when you don't see the signs that these people are going to harm you for years to come, until you start feeling the physical and mental disadvantages this way or unhealthy, like if you're sick, you're ill, or if you're having psychosis, you're having breakdowns, you're having mental and speech paralysis. Like, I knew someone was very toxic to me. When I was around them, I couldn't even speak. And I would get anxiety attacks, and I would get so stressed. My cortisol and high blood pressure would go up. And like, I didn't notice that until a very, very, very long time after. Like, I had no clue. I had no clue that these people were out to harm me or use me or exploit me. And you know what's crazy? It's like watching a Michael Jackson movie and seeing what his parents did and stuff like that. It was like, wow. Wow, like and you know what's crazy is there's parents who's like, well, at least he got something from it. At least he was able to, help his son or his live off the abuse. What? Are y'all listening to yourself? Y'all trying to find a way to accept or to eradicate or justify abusive behavior. You're trying to find a way to eradicate and to make abusive behavior normalized. Is that what you're telling me? They're normalizing, justifying abusive behavior. Many of us, especially people in vulnerable communities or under-resourced communities, they have a specific words, underdeveloped, whatever you want to say, poverty, impoverished, or people that come from hardships. Because people can have money and still live around that because they have a poor mindset. Like I know people who would make good money, but because they have a poor mindset, they're hoarding it. Like they don't believe they can make more. They don't believe that things are going to happen good, and they keep that cycle going, and then they give it to their kids, and then they make their kids like feel bad because their kids don't want to live poor. Like I've had arguments with family members because I don't want to live poor. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be in a poor mindset. I don't want to talk negative about myself. I don't want to think, I don't want to limit myself anymore. It's exhausting to think about what you can't have and why you can't have it and why you don't deserve it. It's very exhausting, especially if you have the resources. If I have the resources, why the hell? If I have the resources, why am I putting myself for torture to save money? That don't fucking make sense to me. That don't make sense. That don't make sense to me. It would never make sense to me. I'm the type of person who would drive an extra 3 miles to go to a neighborhood that's good for my nervous system. I'm the type of person who would purposely position myself in a better area that's good for my nervous system. That's the type of person that I am. That's the type of person I'm continue to be. That was the person I was born to be. And people did not want to let me live. Hey, how you doing? Um, and for a long time it was a hard shift to change because you're still hoofed under the mindset that you grew up around, and it takes a lot of things, a lot of hardships to realize living like that is not the way. Like the manipulation of capitalism tell us that we, as the people who don't are not the 1%, we are supposed to work hard and do it the right way and grind and get it out the mud and save up. Why they stealing money from us? Huh? They stealing money from us. They're stealing money from us. They're stealing money from the government. They're lying on their taxes. They're not doing the right way, but they have the audacity to tell us that we need to do the right way. We need to work hard. They're liars. None of them work hard. A lot of them are just buddy nepo babies. A lot of them knew homie in college in a fraternity, and they both great to grow together. Like, I'm not even trying to be crazy or mean, but that's the truth. Okay? These are the type of people who are telling us that we need to get out the mud. They don't even know what the mud looks like. They ain't even never even been in quicksand, but they want to tell us that, oh, we gotta work. They don't even know what work is. They have never ever, oh, well, I worked at McDonald's before I became rich. Well, okay, yeah, you worked at McDonald's for a year, whoop-de-doo. And then somebody hired you. There's people who working at McDonald's for 20 years. There's people who've been working at the casinos in Vegas for 20 years. And Vegas is so disrespectful. They prefer older people with a pension because they don't want to pay you more. They prefer older people who got a lot of roommates, or older people who got a pension or paid off houses because they don't really want money. They're working for it because they're bored. That's how exploitative a lot of these high capitalistic metropolitan areas are. It's just that when I lived in Vegas, I realized that it is the worst one because they don't want to pay you. They don't want to pay you properly. Cost of living is high in Vegas. It's high. And they're still paying niggas $7, $8 an hour. Make it make sense. And then they have the audacity to tell us we need to work. No, I'm not going for it. No. And people in our like my mama and them generation, man, they was making good money, and they cost of living was a lot less. So my family, my mama, they was hoarding money. They was hoarding money. It don't make no sense to hoard money now. You can't even hoard it. What are you hoarding it for? It's not like the extra money you have is going to be grand. It's not like the extra money you have is going to get you a yacht or going to level you up. Spend it. I just say, when I say spend it, don't spend money you need. But if you have like an extra, like I had some extra money today. Here's my extra money for today. And I'm going to work to make more extra money and to save for bills. And I realized for the next few months, I'm not going to be able to like put in savings. Not much. All of it is going to be paying shit off because I have a bigger plan. I don't want to live in a country where they have this fake fallacy of money and reality when they don't even fucking live in reality. They live in a bubble that's only in their environment, that's enabled by other people in their bubble. That's not reality. I need y'all to know that. You only know a certain pool of people. How you live is not reality, especially if you only lived in your bubble most of your life. What do you know? What do you really know about reality? You don't. So why are we listening to people like this? I'm from America. Unfortunately, America. I'm from America. Um, the worst, one of the worst countries in the world. Because it's the minds. It's just they have manipulated and brainwashed so many people, and I know people in my family that worship money more than they worship God. That's the society that we live in. And the thing is, these people are not even rich. And you know what's crazy? I see so many rich people. The way that they treat people in America is disgusting. The working class people and low income and working class people are more generous than these rich pompous capitalistic fucks. And I want to listen to them. I don't even live my life like that. I know ball. That's what my title says. I know ball. I would tip people for the hell of it. A lot of these capitalistic smucks are peasants to me. They're peasants to me. They're peasants. They act like peasants. I don't come from peasantry, okay? I know ball. If I got it, I'ma give it. I'ma tip it. I'ma spend it. I'ma splurge it. I'ma make somebody day. That's what I do. Why would I wanna follow people who don't believe in that? Just because they got money and they look crazy, they look old as fuck, they age crazy, okay? They care a lot what other people think. Why would I want to live like them? Why would I listen to what these people say? You gotta think. If this doesn't align with you, why do you care? I don't care. I don't care. And after someone like, nobody understands me. First off, I cut off my whole family. Nobody understands me because the way I've thought, I have deprogrammed myself and reprogrammed myself. I have went back to the basics of humanity. I am naturally a very humane person. A lot of people have been programmed to not be. They don't even know what humanity is. They have a fake, false sense of religion and spirituality. They don't even know what this shit means. Why am I following the leader? Why am I following the followers? Like, why am I following the followers? There's no groundbreaking. There's no creative access. There's nothing that's going to break the toxic reality. Why do I care what these people think? Amen. Why do we give a fuck? Oh, hello. Tell me. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. People always project their issues onto me. People always project their limitations onto me because they don't believe in themselves. I believe in me. That's why I had to cut everybody off. I believe in me. And because I said I believe in me and I manifested it, shit's going for me. Shit's happening for me. I realize I don't want to live like I'm poor. I'm not poor. I have resources. I will say in this country, you can get resources. I have resources. Okay? I have resources. I have different economic revenues. I have enough to live a better life. I'm not going to force myself to live in crack infestation neighborhoods and in the ghetto, and that's where I'm from because I'm not rich yet. I deserve to live in a 5-star establishment. I deserve to live in a really nice area. I deserve to live somewhere where everybody's calm and everybody's happy and you can have access 5 minutes down the road to a good fruit juice. That's not Jamba Juice. I deserve that. What is this? Yeah. Mm. Also, I'm gonna eat some and take my collagen pills. And I ain't gonna lie, the collagen pills have definitely um the collagen pills have definitely helped with my skin and my hair. Mostly my hair has been growing. Like I cut this much off my hair, this much, and it's already grown back in like a few months. So the collagen pill is working. I've been eating as much vegetables as I can. And if I'm lazy, I'll go get a healthy meal. And that's also what I like about living here. It's so accessible to live like that. Like where I used to live, it wasn't easily accessible to eat healthy and be healthy. And like that's why when I moved, it changed my perspective on life and what mattered to me. Like I do not believe in the fallacy. Like I keep gonna say this. I don't believe in the fallacy that we have to be poor and we have to live poor and we have resources, but they get to lie, steal, cheat their way to the top. And we supposed to be the honest ones. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm not gonna get it out the mud. I got it out the mud. I'm gonna tell y'all, I got it out the mud. I was still in the mud because it's the mentality. Oh, hello, hello. The mentality. It's not about what you have, it's about your mentality. I didn't understand when people say, because a lot of people use it out of context. Like the way they say it, it's not in a genuine, pure matter. So I never received it. On my own accord, I'm starting to understand the mindset because I see it differently and it's modified for me in my life. Okay. I know for a fact that I am capable of amazing things. I am talented. I'm amazing. I don't even want to list all the things because I just can't. It's just too much. I'm just talented. I'm blessed. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm all the things, right? I'm dedicated. I really want a better life. I know that I deserve a shift. I deserve a shift because you guys, if you guys follow my channel, um, for a long time, for a long time, I was struggling, and it was because I was so focused on doing for others. I cared about others that who didn't even care about me. I'm gonna keep it real. I was focused on wanting others to see my value. I wanted people to see my value. I wanted people to act like they see my value so bad. I wanted that so bad. And all it did was get me more sick, a chronic illness, stress, insecurity, inflammation, PCOS symptoms. Like, all it did was ruin my life. And these people will feed off that. People are vampires. Like, people will feed off anything. People, a lot of people do not care. They're not humane. You know what I mean? They're not humane. They're not humane. And once I realized that, I started to live my life for me. And I literally cut everybody off that I felt like wasn't supporting my vision, because I believe in my vision. I don't care if they believe in my vision. I know my vision. I don't even tell them my vision. That they want to know my plans just to say they don't like my plans. For what? Just to give a negative because they don't see it. They don't have a vision. Like, what I love about the Michael Jackson movie is he was like, he's a master manifester. And he was like, oh, I can see it. I have a vision. But the people around him did support him because he brought a lot of money for the label. They let him do whatever they believed, and he was right. Everything Michael Jackson wanted to do, he was right. When he wanted to do visual movies for his songs and his albums, he killed it. I mean, he was the first artist to do that on national television, on MTV, the first black artist on MTV. You know what I'm saying? And they did not want him on MTV. He made it on MTV, and he made a way for all of other people of color to be able. Now MTV is shut down, and VH1 is gonna go down as well. Um, and I ain't mad at MTV and VH1 going down because they started off on some racist shit. So good, because we have BET, Netflix, HBO Max, who's always been inclusive. I love HBO Max. They're super inclusive. I've been watching HBO Max my whole life. You know, they've always been inclusive. Paramount, there's so many. Peacock, there's so many streaming service where we don't need the okay from Viacom and MTV. So listen, if you have resources, use them. Do not feel like you don't deserve to use those resources. You're telling yourself and the universe that you don't believe you're worth it. You are worth it. You are capable, you're able. You might have to be lonely. You might have to cut off a lot of people. You might have to spend more time on yourself. You might have to focus. You might have to create a whole new life, a whole new vision of self. But at the end of the day, it will save your life, because living for other people will off you. Living for other people will harm you. And I don't want any of my babies to be harmed. Thank y'all.